Wait, give me the backstory here.
So basically, I'm an admin on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight, where we are live on Facebook Live right now.
Live.
Yes, I'm an admin, as well as Gene is as well. And since I've been put on as an admin, the owner of the page has wanted me to mentor Gene. Gene is very much a smark, for lack of a better term, and he is very blind in his judgments and his opinions.
He's novice.
Yes, he's very much a novice.
Goddamn,
he believes he personally dislikes Roman Reigns.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that.
He believes he personally dislikes Roman Reigns. He believes that he personally knows him enough.
Did he take the last produce at the supermarket?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. That's his problem. But I've tried with him, and it's gotten to the point where he's got a personal vendetta against me. But at TakeOver NXT, one of the greatest shows in WWE history, he fell asleep at the show live. Yes. And he's only 19, 20 years old. So he's younger than a lot of us on the set here.
Maybe he had midterms or something.
That's fine.
I would hope he had midterms. He got some booty. He got a lot of things happened. But this was his response to Top Guy JJ making fun of him for falling asleep at TakeOver.
Well, I'm not reading all of this, but I'm gonna give you goddamn pal. He's got he's got chapters going on over here.
Yeah. It looks like a very long message.
Okay, here's the and I quote.
So this is what happens when you try to defend yourself extremely long for no reason, no reason at all.
Sup, man? It's the future goat of the Spotlight.
Oh my god.
I was told you said some stuff about me on your True Heel Heat live stream thing about me sleeping during the first 2 matches of TakeOver. New York is so I want to just okay. bad grammar here. So bear with me. Hold on. 2 matches of TakeOver New York. So there's no fucking commas and periods. It's like a run-on sentence.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna read it just like the run-on sentence. So I just want to clarify some info with you, man to man, that I'm sure you weren't told before you said what you said. Number one, I didn't slept through most of TakeOver. I didn't slept. There were 5 matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches at the event, and slept through 2 and saw 3, period. What I saw was most of TakeOver, not what I slept through. 2. Okay, whatever the fuck that meant. 2. When I did my... fuck this shit.
Yeah, stop reading, yeah.
Here's our response.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Pretty much. Welcome everyone to True Heel Heat 34. We are live.
Whoa. You gotta say it with more fire. We're live.
Yes, bro.
Welcome everyone.
Live. True Heel Heat 34 live on the Pro Wrestling Spotlight. You can see us on demand on YouTube. You are listening to us on iTunes. It is me, SP3. We are with Top Guy JJ, the resident True Heel alcoholic, as you see. The lovely Miss Krissy Love. And, of course, our very, very special guest host. He went from my rival, representing Crime Time and Brooklyn's finest, against the Jobber Tears, who I was representing. And he is an actor, the star of The Fix, an upcoming movie coming out that he has written and been a part of everything involved in that movie. This, sir, right here, is Glenn Ford.
Woo!
That's a long ass intro. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I'm known for my long ass intros and my very enthusiastic ways. So introduce yourself to the True Heels and the Spotlight Nation.
Brooklyn born, Protean creator. If you don't know what Protean means, look that shit up. Writer, director, co-star of The Fix. Finalist of Rock the Promo with Ari Barkin. What up, Ari? You still got to give me a call, fucker. And just a longtime fan of wrestling. I am a year older than WrestleMania. I don't give a shit. Black don't crack.
I'm a year as WrestleMania. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
I am exactly at WrestleMania.
And I'm just here to shoot the shit with the man. And
So we went from rivals and now we are very close.
If you can't beat them, join them, pal.
Absolutely. That's how it always works. So as we start off every True Heel Heat, we're going to tell you, we're going to be talking about the new Wildcard Rule from WWE.
Oh my god, such bullshit.
I'm genius.
Yes. We're going to be talking about Chris Jericho returning to New Japan Pro Wrestling, as well as the New Japan Best of Super Juniors. But we start off every True Heel Heat with our True Heel roll call.
Is this cheers to a truce?
Yes. Cheers to a truce.
Hell yeah.
Truce? And to long, mitigated, never-ending messages about defending your life and lack thereof knowledge of pro wrestling?
We're going to shout out Gene first. Yes, shout out to Gene, the future GOAT, that he gave us a very entertaining intro to the show. But we're going to talk first about our conversation starters. Our conversation starters are the people that are being the most active on our True Heels group page. So, of course, our top three is exactly the same, and I'm getting tired of this. But I love these guys. Jamie Tanak, the number one Ronda hater. We got the Peruvian pimp, Bruno A.B.
Woo! Yeah!
Bruno!
So our producer, Baby Seth, went from arch nemesis of Bruno A.B. Then they apparently wound it up at a strip club together, and they've been best friends ever since. So that's what that applause is.
Nemesis.
Basically, been polishing each other's knobs.
Pretty much. I don't know what happened in the champagne room, but that's,
Revival
Whatever happened
style.
stays there.
a different, yes, probably revival style. And number one, the Negro Buck, Nick Jackson. But I want to shout out a couple of our other conversation starters. James Wims, Robert Ogden, Steve Salvage. And it is a shout out to everyone who's in the conversation starters, everyone on the True Heels group page. We want a new top three. So if we get one new person in the top three that can break the streak of Jamie, Bruno, and Nick, we are going to give them our Ronda Mania True Heels t-shirt.
I was about to
Literally,
I was
stop
directed.
everybody from talking shit now.
Yes.
Nobody wants the shirt.
Right.
Everyone wants the shirt.
No,
Everyone
they don't.
wants the shirt. Everyone
No,
wants,
they don't.
If you
just
notice,
loves Ronda.
If you notice
That's
on
what
our
it is.
on
He
our
doesn't
True,
love Ronda. He's infatuated.
if
He's
you
got a
notice-
shrine at home,
If
I
you
bet.
notice on our True Heel Heat podcast page, Krissy Love is gracing the page with the Ronda Mania shirt. So we appreciate her.
Oh, hell no!
Oh, yes! You traitor! Wait. When did you flip shirts on me during the show?
Never, not
You had
never.
a Becky, like,
not
you had
never.
the hallway
You
Junior
know
high
good and
school
well.
jail shirt.
You know good and well. I ain't do that
But
shit
then
at
you
all.
was gracing the full print.
Why are you believing him?
I saw it,
And
actually.
Seth probably did it too. They had something to do with this foolishness.
If
I-
Baby Seth
he-
had something to do with it, yeah, you probably...
He didn't do anything. He's fine. He's just a producer. So a couple of our True Heels to shout out:
And a
Kate
Bruno
Minaj, Jose Gonzalez,
What is this picture? I
Emmanuel
didn't see this
LaSalle,
foolishness.
Jeffrey McLean, Dylan Prosser, and Vanell Hamlin.
Find it.
And our
Find it
YouTube
now.
subscribers: Jason Pollock, Mr. Bear 24, and Mad Static. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels before we get into our top news.
All right.
Did-
CJ Walker says, this nigga Sid sounds exactly like how I imagined.
No! I appreciate that.
Aldo Diaz says, my dog JJ stays sauce. I'd be more concerned if he didn't have a drink in his hand.
Pretty much,
Yo,
yes.
you know, but hold on. Let's talk about how the True Heel Heat team is all about to be lit. Let's talk about it.
Usually just us two.
Yeah,
You know?
it's usually just I try to keep the train on the tracks.
Oh,
usually,
please.
but, you know,
Oh, man.
we got Glenn
You
Ford
never
here.
gotta-
Fuck your train.
Jamie Tannock says, oh shit, we're putting people on blast right out the gate.
Absolutely.
That's right, pal.
You know it.
Good old-fashioned war.
You ever can't find it? Okay, no problem.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I got plenty of time.
Anything else before we get into it?
Hell, Gene. Hell, Gene.
Nick Jackson says, what happens in the champagne room
Stays in the champagne room.
This is true. So
That sounded... Nah, that's true.
You ain't wrong.
It's true, though.
Just continue.
well, there we go. So let's start off our top news.
My God, it's got intimate.
Oh yes. We're gonna start off with the top news that has been making all the wrestling fans talk
News?
about. Yes, it is the WWE's new Wildcard Rule because I'm a genius.
Oh,
after
I found it! Krissy wanted to see it so bad, right? So she's officially graced it. Do we see it? Do we see it? You wanted to see it so bad, huh?
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
you're actually on the cover.
yes, he's the cover
Photo.
artist.
First of all,
She's the cover artist.
why do we have this horrible photo of us?
It's a cover. It's a cover.
Like, I'm not
That was
smiling.
my reaction of you rocking the shirt. Like, you gotta be fucking
I think the
kidding me.
reactions in that picture is perfect. I think that perfectly
you wanted
describes
to
it.
see
I
it so bad.
don't own that. First of all,
You're
I don't
wearing
have
How
it.
do you not own it?
I
Is it
don't own
photoshopped
that.
in?
It's photoshopped
is
in.
Photoshop. I don't even know how to use that.
I don't know how to use that shit
I don't know how
either.
to use
Your
that.
admins, whoever is controlling it, did it. Please delete it. Thank
Were you-
you. I
were you-
appreciate you if you
Were
did
you
that.
tipsy when you wore the shirt?
No, absolutely not.
She just has no recollection of it. We gave her like the MIB.
Got you.
Exactly.
Got you.
It's fine.
You
It's coming
You know
out
what?
in July.
Whatever.
It never happened.
It never happened. So let's talk about
Right?
the new
like Kane's former
Wildcard
gimmick.
Rule. So back in December, the McMahons came out and said the fans were gonna be in
Was that
charge.
December?
Yes, we were gonna get brand new matchups. Everything's gonna
You
be.
said
And
December?
nothing has changed.
December.
Oh, like,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. He still got his 2018 calendar.
In the Christmas spirit, damn it.
Exactly. Then
Wait.
All year round.
Then in February, Triple H came out and debuted 4 new stars from NXT: Aleister Black, Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa.
And messed that all up.
We're gonna give the people what they want.
2 or 3 weeks ago, we started the Superstar Shakeup, which was about a 3-week event where people were
3
going
weeks
back
ago?
and forth. Yes, exactly.
This was 3 weeks ago.
Exactly. And now, this week, we have the new Wildcard Rule. Over the weekend, Roman Reigns put out on Twitter that he would show up on Monday Night Raw. He showed up on Monday Night Raw to Vince McMahon, who was apparently surprised even though he saw the tweets. Daniel Bryan came out, who returned for the first time since WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston, the WWE Champion, came out, and Vince had an epiphany. He
Yes.
said, we're going to have a new Wildcard Rule where 3 guys from Raw come over to
SmackDown, and 3 guys from SmackDown go over to SmackDown.
Yes, he did say that.
You know what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm trying
You know what I'm trying to say, damn it.
Genius. He's a genius, damn it. And then by the time the show ended, 5 superstars from SmackDown winded up on Raw, where Vince had the little phone conversation where he said Elias didn't count because he came with Shane, and that Lars made it 4 superstars could now come over. And then on SmackDown, 5 people from Raw winded up on SmackDown with both Usos, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, and The Miz. The only way this works is if the Usos count as 1. So, with all this clusterfuck, with probably the most clusterfuck-worthy train wreck of a show that we saw on Monday night, what is your response to the Wildcard Rule, Glenn?
I'm gonna channel my inner Conrad Thompson. Chat me up here. Who booked this shit?
No clue. No clue.
I just flabbergasted by it. I just have no response to it. It's just a myriad of the bullshit that continues.
To be the WWE.
Yeah, it just makes you want to not commit your Mondays and Tuesdays or your TiVo views or whatever.
Not even DVR it.
Right.
don't
You
even
just
wanna watch that shit on Hulu.
fast forward from beginning to end and seeing the shit in 4x speed.
And now they don't even put the highlights on the YouTube channel during the show.
No.
Because they feel like that hurts ratings as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So they've hit record lows.
And having Roman Reigns on both shows, because that's the key, right?
Hey, Reigns were up this week on Raw.
Were they really?
They
Huh.
were, apparently.
I'm
Up
a
from last
genius.
week. Up from record lows last
I don't know how because it was whack.
I mean, there's only one way to go but record lows. There's only one way to go from that.
Yeah, this is true.
You would be surprised, but WWE keeps proving that record lows can become record lows again, and that could be old news, and that can be a new high. So, what was your thoughts on the Wildcard Rule, Krissy Love?
I just watched the NBA Finals. I'm sorry. I just kept changing my channel back and forth. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this. I changed the channel. I was flipping back, and I have it recorded.
Yeah.
Like
Just
when
in
you
case.
when you anticipate watching commercials, that's how you know that shit is.
After a while, I
done.
was like, is it even? I'm like, I'm not even paying attention to it. It's just on. It's just on. I just hear noise in the background. To be honest,
Yeah.
I was just getting ready for the next following day. Sorry.
So, WWE, this is what you're forcing your most loyal fans to do. JJ, did it cause you to have more alcohol or less?
Well, the way his liver is set up.
No, my liver is set up to contain a lot of alcohol.
God damn, he's gonna drink some more.
So,
By God.
alright, so literally, so this is one of those things that I feel like they literally booked the episode of Raw at 7 with an airtime at 8. Like they have
The show made no
literally
sense at all.
completely lost touch. They have lost all touch. They have no clue what to do. So they are They're literally throwing shit on the wall and see what sticks.
Oh, let's play darts. Let's do that.
Let's see what the fuck sticks.
Stick on the wall.
You know what? Let's bring out Kofi. Let's bring out Roman. Let's bring out AJ. Let's bring out everybody. Let's bring out Lars, even though nobody gives a fuck. Let's bring
at all. Like what pop did you hear?
Let's just undo the shakeup that we just did and let's bring everybody back.
And let's change people's names when we don't fucking have to.
How about that?
Are you talking about the Viking
and Robert Roode doesn't even, it just doesn't roll off the tongue.
How about Michael Cole messed that all up too?
Look like Joey Ryan. What is going on with all of them?
God forbid he grows the mullet.
It was literally cheers to the end of the split.
Michael Cole said this, and I repeat: let's try to experience the Viking experience with the Viking Raiders. What? What are you saying, sir? I had to rewind. I was like, wait. Did I just hear? I had to go back and rewind what I just thought. I think I heard. I was like, is he retarded? Like, did he read? Did someone tell him that, or did he read that from somewhere? He just said it. Just roll off your tongue. Like,
it's bus time.
Like what?
We don't hear that anymore.
You don't hear that at all. Like she's just like.
It's beach time.
WWE is fucked up, man.
Like they
don't know what to do anymore. Like it's literally a panic move.
Like the house shows are not selling anymore. The pay-per-views are not selling. Nothing is selling. I'm surprised we're even selling merch.
How do they fix it? How do you guys think they should fix it?
It's.
What would it take for the ratings to?
Right now, Fox and USA are saying that they don't even want the brand.
Yeah, because
you shouldn't have
because you haven't cared about
and
it
they
for
have
the
to have
last
a
6 months.
And they have to have a certain amount of ratings to even go through with the deal.
Exactly. This looks bad for wrestling as a whole, and it looks like wrestling as a whole is losing fans when it's really not the case. It's just that fans are very much frustrated with WWE right now because WWE is not really caring about the quality of their product.
We should have one belt for each.
Oh man, I've been saying that for a long time.
One tag team, one women's, one the whole U.S. and Intercontinental. Maybe we could keep. But other than that, like it's like
there's no type of continuity.
My solution.
Nothing is unique.
Have the champion compete on both shows. The only ones to compete on both shows.
Remove the motherfucking PG from the label.
Yeah.
You don't gotta get hardcore and bloody and sexy
to have the good show.
But stop being so kid friendly that these stories are for kids.
They don't even up at this time. They're going to sleep, some of them.
Insult our
at school in the morning.
Some of them got to school. Yeah.
They insult our intelligence. These stories are so
I don't mind to sleep.
bland and dull and full of crap. No one cares about. There's not a single WWE story right now that is going on that anyone cares about. None.
There is one.
None.
There is one.
I when I first saw the Bray Wyatt
exactly. That's the only
vignette, I said give it a chance because it might turn into something diabolical.
And it is.
And it's slowly becoming that.
It's slowly developing. That's the only thing, especially on Monday Night Raw, that's interesting.
And guys, it's because two things. It's skits. It doesn't involve in-ring work, and it actually involves you having to think.
This week was better than last week, I feel.
Having to think. That's what I'm like
because they're finally letting a vignette build.
I should have clarified myself and said in-ring story. There is not a single one that anyone cares about. None.
Agreed.
None.
What stories do we have to even follow?
That's the problem. Is that they're simplifying.
Yeah, because that AJ Seth is so rushed. No build up.
Like even
it's just
Kevin
like
Owens
it's just like Charlotte and Ronda, but we understand why that was. Does
it not feel like everybody in WWE is just being extremely careful? Like even look at the fucking backstage segment.
Considering
see how soft everything it was just like, I'm gonna just treat you like a flower backstage with a chair with cars involved with. This is supposed to be feeling like some street shit.
We're in a hypersensitive era now.
Everybody's sensitive.
But all right, everybody's sensitive, but you can listen. We're the hardcore viewers.
Yeah, there's a way to go about it.
We're the viewers. So you got the hardcore viewers. There's a reason people's not trying to get bra and panty matches and all of that stuff no more. People are trying to get the sex and scandalous stuff. Mm-hmm. But it needs to have a little bit less.
But when you're removing War Raiders because Vince doesn't like the term war.
But it was fine on NXT. I don't understand it. I really don't get it.
But who controls NXT?
Triple H.
And there you go.
It's a different.
I think
it's a
if you
different
had
way of thinking.
if you had Vince remove his ego, which is extremely hard to do, almost yes, and you hired a guy like Paul Heyman to take the reins, because I mean, what do you got to lose at this point? You guys are at an all-time low. Give it to somebody who knows how to treat promos as sermons and knows how to write stories and to galvanize fans.
I think that's similar to what Billy Ray said on Busted Open Radio. He said that he thinks that Paul Heyman should have the reins of creative for SmackDown when he goes to Fox. And if you're gonna have more of like a sports feel and actually have
and they want an edgier product,
storylines and edgy storylines, Paul Heyman is the best person that you have right there in the WWE to use and capitalize.
And you got to have somebody that's hip with pop culture.
Yep.
Like this reminds me of. Well, there's been a lot of things that Vince has no knowledge of as far as like pop culture references, but even far back when Scott Hall reached out to Vince about the Razor Ramon gimmick, he never saw Scarface.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon.
It's horrible.
So that's just one of the many examples of how out of touch
It's like one
Vince
of the
is.
elite classics you have to watch.
Like Vince didn't know what a fucking doobie was when DX was talking about Light It Up. Well, Godfather was like.
Yeah.
He didn't know what a fatty was. He didn't know none of that shit.
It's pretty sad, man. And
CM Punk said it best. I mean, you know, since McMahon dies, I mean, you know, shit will get better. But that's the unfortunate circumstance. I don't want him to die, but he's not
1,000% sold on that.
I'm not
not 1,000% sold of that.
So you don't think that the
sorry,
Shane
like,
and Stephanie and Hunter can do anything better?
I think they.
Excuse me, Paul. Sorry, Paul.
Shane is more open-minded, but I don't think they would give him the reins to control. They'll give it to Stephanie first.
Yeah.
But Paul Heyman is.
But isn't Shane older?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
But that don't matter.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. The whole reason he left is
and
because
he stepped
would
away.
never get the reins, and he wanted to start
his own.
something on his own. So.
Because even when you go back to the Alliance, when you had Stephanie running ECW, like even in the storyline, I'm like, no, there's like no correlation with Stephanie and ECW, like
at all.
What will make more sense is to have just Paul Heyman and no one else.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say right now, if anybody likes that Usos and Revival shit,
that.
Fuck yourself.
That has surprisingly got universally panned. Like no one has liked that.
They had a cringeworthy
because they're making the
promo.
Usos look
one of those things.
sad. Like
both of them.
They're wasting time. They're wasting TV time. They're wasting talent. They're insulting our fucking intelligence.
Yeah.
Like they need to tap into the mind of the older fan. They do. I'm sorry. Like, I get it that it's PG, but they need to tap into the minds of the people that started watching this shit to begin with.
And they need to show more respect to the tag team division on
they
both
need
shows.
to show more respect to the talent in general.
SmackDown doesn't even have a tag division.
Like, guys, every fucking babyface on there has the same story. That is a champion that is on an uphill climb. Everybody has the same uphill story about everything they've been through, how they have to scratch and claw. There is nothing original anymore.
Take
at all.
Seth Rollins, AJ Styles thing you just brought up. The whole reason that's not getting over as it should be is because WWE doesn't know how to present a babyface versus babyface storyline. That's why they had AJ Styles attack Seth Rollins last week.
Make him look like.
And mind you, people online were telling me, "Oh, AJ Styles turned heel." Oh, I was like, "That's not a heel turn." I was like, WWE just doesn't know how to book a babyface storyline, and that's why when he came on SmackDown, he was cheered, he was treated as a babyface, and I was like, "You see, he's not a heel. They just don't know how to do a babyface versus babyface." And all they gotta do is go to the WWE Network, watch Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior build up.
Or Macho Man or something like that.
Those two were two of the top babyfaces and had one of the greatest matches of all time and one of the best build-ups of all time. And neither one of them had to show any heel tendency. They don't know how to sell simple stories. They don't know how to continuality. That's why we had Robert Roode get a shot at Ricochet in the Money in the Bank contest, who was already in the Money in the Bank, even though he already lost to Robert Roode. It's just
why is he losing to him? I don't know.
Exactly, and they're just coming and they're just trying to fix that because we said something about it. Then they go, go, oh, we're just gonna have this match this week, even though Ricochet's already in the match.
Trying to right their wrongs.
Why is he fighting for the match he's already in? So it just
Makes
doesn't make
no
sense.
I'm just
sense.
tired of my
And I'm
fucking-
sorry, I know you were talking about just face versus face, babyface versus babyface, not heel and babyface. So I made that mistake.
I'm
mentioning
just
Hogan.
tired of my
And,
fucking
alright.
television
All good
getting
in the hood,
insulted.
man.
That's it.
Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels.
All right, lots of thoughts on the wild card. Benjamin Oliver says that wild card shit is weak as fuck, homie. He also says, correction, Vince gave you 4 new stars.
4, damn
It's
it,
every 5.
genius.
Chris Gutierrez says Vince is in the process of. Rumor has it Vince is in the process of creating a draw 4 rule and a reverse turn rule.
Uno, I love it.
Can we do a skip?
I love
Like a
it.
draw 4?
Next thing you know, we're gonna be playing Crazy 8.
Can we skip Raw every
We're
week?
gonna go in reverse, pal.
JJ's best friend, Jason Michael Campbell, says, who gives a fuck about Daniel crying, Kofi Kingston, and more importantly, Seth? We need better champions.
Wow. Okay.
Wait.
How about this? Hold on.
Kofi is no draw. He couldn't put butts in seats.
Wow.
Couldn't put the butts-
Disrespectful.
Can I just talk about this Kofi thing real fast?
And I'm gonna piggyback.
Like this Kofi thing.
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
like,
This is really
the
sick,
man
yeah.
won the championship April 7th.
Yeah, hello.
April 7th. And people's already.
What's today's date?
Oh,
What's today's date?
May 10th?
10.
May 10th. Oh, his title reign is boring.
I don't like
he's
that
not
title
doing
run.
anything with his title run.
What did he have? You didn't give him
He's
anything.
not creating excitement. Yo, the man has been on television, 4 or 5 times?
Oh, for the
The-
every both
He's
episodes.
He has had 2 good titles. He's had 2 title defenses. And I'm going to fucking say those 2 title defense matches were better than most title defenses over the past
pay-per-view.
fucking
Yep.
year. Like, people.
Correct.
What is people expecting him to turn into this demonized black fucking I got the world against me and oh you can suck my dick mentality? Like, what is people expecting?
10.
What is a month? 1 month.
Thank you. I got a response to everybody saying,
Illegal.
well, I don't like that Kofi Kingston. You know, he's not made for. The people cheering for Kofi Kingston at these events disagree with you. So there's no debate there.
His props are real.
Like, you guys clap for him in Money in the Bank, ladder matches. You guys cheer for him during Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Were they imaginary cheers? I mean, you only want to see him in stipulation matches. You don't want to see him in title matches. But aside from that, I wanted to see something totally different. Like, I wanted Kofi Kingston to turn heel on the New Day and adopt a gimmick that resembled Eric Killmonger of Black Panther.
Now,
That would have been
it
dark.
been killer if he would have been able to pull it off.
Right.
Now,
Right.
you gotta know is you gotta tap into it. And do you think he's able to pull something like that off?
Won't know
Well,
unless,
no, yeah.
Kofi's
unless you
been
see
in
it.
the game for 11 years. He's
Then he
been
should
a
be
heel
able to pull it
for
off.
60 days.
Should be able to pull it off.
My whole thoughts on Kofi Kingston is I'm gonna say the elephant in the room. Everyone that is criticizing Kofi Kingston being a boring champion are either white or Spanish. I'm just gonna say that because it's the truth. Because I've seen it. I've seen it on multiple.
Wait. Trump supporting Spanish.
I'm just saying. I'm not calling y'all racist, but I'm just saying the fact
No, you
that
calling them racist.
it's literally only white and Spanish wrestling fans.
And it's like, because y'all look at Kofi like,
I'm not done here.
No, if you're not gonna call him, I'll call him racist.
No.
I'm
I'm not done here.
No problem. I will.
You know,
I'll raise my hand.
no. Let me talk about the racist part.
Okay.
You know who's had a worse? You know who's been a more boring champion? Seth fucking Rollins.
ooh.
Seth freaking Rollins has been a more because guess what? Kofi Kingston's title reign has been about Kofi Kingston.
And he's been
Seth
fighting.
Rollins' title reign has been about the Shield reunion, take 47. It's been about Roman Reigns leaving him. It's been about Dean Ambrose becoming John Moxley. It's not about Seth Rollins. So the fact that all of y'all are saying Kofi Kingston's a boring champion, keep that same energy on Seth freaking Rollins. And by the way, and you're gonna get mad at this, keep the same energy on Becky Two Boats, but the same fucking promo she's been cutting since March.
Fine. Okay.
So yes, let's keep that same energy
So-
across the board, please.
So I'm
Please.
not.
And you guys remember Jinder Mahal?
Ooh.
And
Horrible.
Any five-star matches you guys remember from Jinder?
Not one. And he was a champion for what, a year? Maybe
He was
longer?
a PR champion. We ain't stupid.
No, I'm not even gonna go that
The India
far.
market.
Honestly, I'm not even gonna go that far because we all, even though I joked about it for 5 months, I know the Jinder story. We all know why they did what they did with Jinder. But the fact that people after 32 days is already writing him off as a fucking halfway decent champion.
You know what this is equivalent of, right?
Shoot.
When Obama won the election.
Yo, everybody was happy as fuck. I ran through Rockefeller Center. Obama! 2 months later, yo, he's a whack president.
Yup.
Right.
He hasn't increased
Worst president ever.
Even though unemployment decreased by like 2% in his first year.
Worst president ever. I mean, he didn't own slaves, but he was the worst president ever. I gotta tell you, Obama was very overrated. I gotta tell you, he was the worst.
And if you're sensitive on this topic, we are not sorry.
Let's say from the spotlight.
Romeo says fickle wrestling fans begged for Kofi, Becky, and Rollins to be champions, only to turn the channel on them in record numbers.
Yes, like seriously.
Biggest pop of the night at WrestleMania, but Kofi's a whack champion.
So hold on. Everybody bitched about Ronda being champion.
Yep.
Everybody bitched about Brock not ever showing up being champion.
Yep.
People half and half hated the hemp title and couldn't stand
Oh,
that
God.
Daniel Bryan became this recycle earth-saving guy. Fickle. Everybody booed him because we were all fickle.
Yep.
WWE finally pulled the trigger. And when was the last time this company has ever gave you 3
of the people
feel-good moments? 3 in the same fucking show. And then 4 weeks later, you write them all off.
Caveat. There's a lot of closet racists saying, "Oh, Kofi's not fit to be a champion. He's a B+ superstar." Past few matches before WrestleMania, did you see how everyone in unison, black, white, and beyond, were cheering for Kofi Kingston? So if you don't like Kofi Kingston, then blame all of those people that were cheering for him, because they disagree with your notion.
I'm gonna be a contrarian here, though.
And that's the only reason why he is champion, because the people responded.
And that was by an accident.
How awesome was that title match on SmackDown?
That made the show.
I'm gonna be a contrarian here. They won in majority complaint that I hear that is 100% logical, 100% right about Kofi Kingston. Cut that pancake throwing shit the fuck out.
Yes.
Because it's not a good look.
Because it's like shucking and jiving.
Thank you. Like yo, I tried to compare it. Like all Kofi Kingston in the WWE microcosm, we came together and we pushed him to that point. All he really is the black Daniel Bryan. When Daniel Bryan got pushed to that point, he cut all that Team Hell No comedy nonsense out.
Yeah.
It wasn't no more comedy with Kane when he was going for the WWE title. It was all of that was cut out. So pancake throwing, that shit threw me off the first 3 weeks. This week was much better. He had a really good match with Daniel Bryan, really good triple threat, but cut that pancake.
There was no
shit.
silliness going on. And personally, I think Xavier Woods should adopt like an upgraded version of the Genius, because he does have a fucking PhD. He's talented.
Why not?
And he can
He's
work.
a doctor.
And he can work the microphone.
He's great.
I'm kind of play devil's advocate
one more note before we move on to the next one.
To the pancake thing. So we kind of had the same notion with everybody, apparently, with the same notion with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins about taking this extremely serious, but no one gives a fuck. Kofi has kept the same energy.
The same gimmick, yes.
The same exact thing. What got him there in the first place. That and great in-ring work, and he's halfway decent promo cutting.
Pancake throwing is not the reason he got there.
Let's cut
Let's cut that
work. But
it's not the pancake throwing.
Okay,
That's the only thing that
you
you
just
change.
Eliminate something from what somebody's done when he
Pancake
gets
throwing?
it.
Yes, we can.
He could slowly but surely like do something
He was
else.
doing the pancake throwing in the build up to WrestleMania. And now he brought it back. The week after Kevin Owens turns on him, he's throwing pancakes and he's smiling. That's ridiculous. And that's the reason why he's getting criticism.
I ain't throwing pancakes when I'm fighting 10 people.
Let's get it.
Alright, one last comment on this topic. Simon Monk says, I've said this for years. This is exactly why I hate it when they give into fan pressure. People criticize Vince for being narrow-minded with booking in the past, but you can't deny it keeps people tuning in by hooking them and baiting them in for the long game.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Everybody tuned out.
I mean, no, but the ratings did tick up with this wild card rule. So my final question to Glenn Ford before we move on to our next subject: what do you see would be the next panic button move from the WWE?
Hire Paul Heyman and have him
What's the point?
take a...
No. See, this is you're new to the show, so I'm gonna ask you to put on your Vince hat. And that's something logical, and it's going to work. So I said, what is the next move WWE? Not what Glenn Ford would do.
Okay.
What's the next move that you see WWE doing to help save ratings?
Have Roman Reigns on both shows. I don't know. What the fuck?
Tag.
I would just scrap the whole shake-up altogether, to be honest with
the
you.
whole brand split?
Just
It's stupid.
get rid of the whole fucking
It's been
thing.
stupid for
I'd
long.
minimize the belts.
Yep.
Just join Becky 2 belts. We get
One belt.
Uni-
Change the color.
just unify
Change the
the
fucking color.
unify the belts.
Make it purple for all I care.
Hey, that might draw ratings. I won't lie. Unification.
Have more
seems to always
build.
work.
Have more build up in the storylines.
Build the story.
You know,
Let's what happened
take
to
the
the stories.
superstars more seriously. Take the tag team division more seriously. Give people that don't have much TV time. We don't want to see the same faces because we're gonna get tired of those faces.
We're tired of the same faces.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna keep putting AJ Styles in the mix and Charlotte Flair in the mix, people are going to turn the channel.
And it seems to be happening as we speak. So
Yep.
we're going to talk more about the WWE and their ratings problem and what the next panic button Vince move is as we go on True Hill Heat. But we got to move on to another top news story, and that's ITV and AEW basically reached
Say
a
that
deal
5 times fast.
yes, I know. To actually reach a deal to air Double or Nothing on their pay-per-view and box office streaming app. This also follows up with TNT actually reaching a deal with AEW. Rumored deal for May 15th for the advertisers up front. It's rumored that AEW will be announced as an upcoming show on TNT Turner Sports starting in the fall. So
Tuesday Night Dynamite.
what do you guys think about AEW, Tuesday Night Dynamite coming to Turner Sports, as well as their deal with ITV, bringing them to the UK for Double or Nothing? Top guy JJ.
I love it. I love it. People can shit on it all they want, but I love this. I love that AEW is not afraid to go in direct motherfucking competition.
Like that fire up.
They
asses up.
know they're not messing with Raw. They're not messing with Raw because they know they got to take baby steps. They Raw is still the crown prince of wrestling TV. So going after the weaker show, even though we all as wrestling fans know is the better show, but is the less viewed one. When people start to tune into AEW and realize how much more serious these people are going to take these stories and how they're going to invest into these wrestlers and they're going to put SmackDown to shit. They're going to make it look
Before you continue, it's not being against SmackDown. If it starts on Tuesday in the fall, that's when SmackDown will
moves
be
to Fridays. It goes to Fridays.
Oh,
It goes to Fridays.
It's gonna start on a Tuesday, and then eventually, when they pick up some traction, they'll move from Tuesday to another date.
They never know. Never know. It seems like right now.
I think the Friday move is horrible.
Right now,
nobody's gonna watch it. Like
rumored to be on Tuesday.
They did that
Wednesday
before
for AEW.
it was on Thursdays. Then they, Thursday I used to watch though.
Yeah.
But the Friday thing.
So you know what? That actually even sounds better because you're gonna watch a shitty episode of Raw, and then it's gonna be all right. Now watch this.
Yep.
Watch how it's really done. Watch how wrestling gets really booked. Watch how we take a story and make you can't wait for next week. Wait till you get the cliffhangers. Wait till you get the edgy backstage segments. Wait till you get the actual interested wrestlers in caring about these stories. Wait till you get the commentators that actually gives a flying fuck about what's going on in the TV program.
Wait till you get what you guys used to get back in the day.
That's
you're yearning for every week until you just give up.
Oh, that sounds like some good shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like some good shit.
Spotlight True Hills. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, Simon Monk says the ITV box office deal is huge here in the UK.
Huge.
It's already had a ton of exposure this side of the pond.
Yes, I've heard they already got the TV commercials out on ITV out there in the UK. So it's already getting traction.
It's gonna be the greatest thing on Tuesday.
Greatest thing on Tuesday.
It's the greatest. I love it.
And Jason Michael Campbell says, I like the fact that YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook will be streaming Double or Nothing also.
Nice.
The pre-show. Don't get too gassed up. We're not getting a pay-per-view for free. We're getting the pre-show streamed on YouTube, Facebook, all the social media platforms. So that's definitely big. What do you think about them being on ITV, getting that exposure into the UK, Krissy Love?
The build is gonna be like he said, just something to like to tune into, something to like wait for, like it's another like series, or like how we used to watch wrestling back in the day. Basically, couldn't wait for what happens next week.
Absolutely.
So people are gonna tune in, and it's probably gonna light the fire. Maybe this is something that will get the other brand to like say, maybe we should start doing our shows like that.
Breath of fresh air.
Yep.
Like, and for you guys, I want to ask you out specifically because you both have told me in the past you primarily, watch WWE. So with all this, AEW getting like momentum and basically the fans being excited by it, what is your like overall reaction for it? Because there's like a very stark majority of like WWE fans that are very against it and very much don't like the fans being excited about AEW. Like they're like, it's not gonna be nothing. It's just a T-shirt company. If you heard the online post and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, it's just like
how
it's like when you're watching a sport and you only root for your team, and then you're saying, oh, this player sucks or this team sucks. But if you're a real fan of the sport, then you appreciate all the teams. So as a wrestling fan, I appreciate it all. If it's good, if it's good quality wrestling and good quality stories. If it's a good product, I'm gonna be a fan of it.
Yep.
I'm not gonna downplay it before I even see an episode.
One word. Fear.
Yep.
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would
straight fear?
Because why would you hire 50-something-year-old guys? Like, how much of a threat are these 50-year-old guys gonna be in a new company?
Yep.
By signing them, they're over the hill. Like they've been over the hill 10 years before that.
Yep.
Like
You said it best, my friend. Fear.
They're keeping Kurt Angle and Undertaker to themselves. They can't even do conventions. So
they announced Goldberg.
Who looks like Gilbert now?
Goldberg for June 7th. They announced Goldberg. When you announce Goldberg, you are shitting in your fucking pants.
God damn, he crapped himself.
You have literally run out of ideas.
Yep.
He's got some
You
depends.
don't know what the fuck to do. Yo, Double or Nothing hasn't even happened yet.
Yep.
And they are scared shitless.
My God, they're shaking in the britches.
No fucking clue what's coming their way. They have no idea what's about to happen to them.
There you go.
It's just a very time that WWE has to either respond in a way that they get better, or their responses right now are just seeming like
this is the same thing. I feel like it's like recycling over, because it's the same thing that happened with WCW though.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's the same exact cycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
it was like
the only thing missing
what
is the finger poke of doom. That's the only thing that's missing.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're like, it's the same thing. They was like, oh, they're not gonna do anything. No, let them bring their little show.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do it. Oh, and then y'all started to lose. And it was like, okay, wait, we got to change something up because we're losing like significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Then we started seeing different things happen. Then you seen DX happen. Then you seen this happen. Then you seen that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So let this happen. I guarantee this will light the fire on their asses so damn fast.
Maybe it won't.
You're right. Maybe it won't. I mean,
that's what I was gonna.
That's the
that is a scary part. Yeah.
No one knows to think about.
You a question actually.
Yeah.
That is a scary part about it.
And he wants to invest in XFL. I think
he's already invested.
They already got it.
I'm so
next year.
I can't wait for him to just leave. Like, just go focus on that. Like, you can't focus on nothing else.
Maybe he'll step down. XFL will be the main focus.
That'll do shit like it did the last time.
But then we're gonna be stuck with.
The Cons are gonna put a lot of money into this.
Then we're gonna be stuck with Triple.
They're gonna take this seriously.
Then we're gonna be stuck with Triple H versus Shane at WrestleMania for the rights.
But
But that's the only Triple H match left. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Is there one thing and besides saying it's like booking, or is there anything that is going to save the WWE from the inevitable?
Yeah.
no.
I mean, well, I don't know.
Booking is the obvious. That's the easy answer.
I mean, there's no easy fix.
But what's gonna get your eyeball to be like, oh shit?
There is nothing.
Yeah, because
really
there's more
right
adults
now.
watching than kids. So.
There's nothing.
And I don't
right
even know
now.
how we have like this PG thing, and there's more adults still to this day, still more adults than kids watching this shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's nothing down the pipeline that is gonna make people excited. Like, people can say stuff like Undisputed Era coming to the main roster, but that's a scary proposition.
The only way that they can save it is they become more open-minded with their stories and they give us an edgier product.
Yeah. They have to get better.
I don't
with
want
their
to see them.
creative.
I don't want to see them bankrupt. I want the excitement of watching wrestling all week long.
Yeah.
But I want to enjoy it watching all week long.
Exactly. I don't want to be frustrated with watching something that
Like we used to watch wrestling like almost like 4 days a week, yo. Like we had Sunday, we had Monday, we had was it Thursday? Wednesday,
Yeah,
Thursday?
we had Thursday with SmackDown. We had
Impact on Wednesdays or Thursdays?
Impact was on Wednesday at one point.
Impact is like the gingerbread man, yo. They're like on this channel and that channel. You gotta catch them.
You gotta catch it when you can, because it's like if you don't have that program, I mean that cable provider, you're screwed. Like
it's great right now, and no one's paying attention to it, sadly. So that's
because no one don't have the channel. Sorry.
Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels.
One comment before moving on from Jamie Tannock. It'll light a fire under WWE. That's not the problem. The problem is that Vince doesn't have it anymore, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
But I just said I was a genius, damn it.
I'm a guy in Tiffany. And that's Wildcard.
You got a company?
Tiffany.
Anything else?
Simon Monk has a question. Has the success of NXT taken the spark and surprise away from the main roster? When people debut, we've already seen them for a year or two. Has this become harmful?
No, because there's anticipation with call up from it. Well, they used to be.
It used to be this year to this year.
There used to be an anticipation of WWE. Hopefully, this is the one that changes.
Like I felt robbed when the Monday after WrestleMania. I felt robbed. Seriously.
I'll be honest with you.
I only got Undertaker, which I've seen like how many times already?
The person that killed it for me, as far as WrestleMania as far as NXT call-ups, the person that killed it for me, or WWE killed it for me, was either between Nakamura or Asuka. Like one of those.
You go back to
but look what Asuka is now. I mean,
but Asuka was a star in NXT. She was a star the whole time.
But we all know that WWE is where NXT competitors go to die.
Absolutely.
You got poor Lana like begging on Instagram to be like a part of like yo.
Lana, you weren't at Wale Mania, so I couldn't give you another dare.
Lana, you're just pretty.
Pretty much.
As fuck.
I mean, you are very pretty, but that's pretty much the line of fire for it. So, speaking of AEW, one of their biggest stars showed up at New Japan Pro Wrestling's latest pay-per-view. Yes, I am talking about the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla, the GOAT himself, Chris Jericho, showed up at New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Dontaku, after Okada defended the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Sonata. He tried to address the crowd, and a video started playing. We saw the makeup, we saw the famous leather jacket, and Chris Jericho, dubbing himself the Painmaker, said that he was challenging for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship on June 9th at Dominion, and he would be the new champion after June 9th. So I'm going to kick it over to Top Guy JJ, one of the biggest Jericho marks out there. What was your thoughts on Chris Jericho returning to New Japan?
This is Chris Jericho pulling down his pants, taking a shit on sweet Saudi money, and literally saying, y'all gonna put on this shit show on June 7th? Let me show you what the fuck a real wrestling show is gonna be like 2 nights later. Or actually a morning and a half later. Because this is going to be like 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
It's going to be like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God. It's like, how much more can Jericho piss the WWE off? It is like he literally hits blockbuster after blockbuster after blockbuster. Like, he is literally the modern day GOAT. I agree. This man, the fact that he knows how to stick with the time and keep himself relevant
and evolve
from 1996 to 1999 to 2002 to 2007 to becoming the man who he became when it was Alpha versus Omega. He created the Alpha Club. Now he's the Painmaker. Now he wasn't Tranquilo. He was fucking crazy. He just knows how to just stick with keeping you locked the fuck in.
He's the wrestling version of Jay-Z.
Like, holy shit.
Because I said that to you off the air, but
did.
he's just a guy that knows how to reinvent himself. You know,
And still stay relevant. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
to stay relevant, stay cool. He's going
How
to
does
be
he?
50.
The
Yeah.
man is 48 years old.
48 years old, past his prime, and still killing it.
Yep.
And you know what's great about Jericho?
He don't even have to do this.
You got guys that are being forced to get over.
Yep.
Like they're just being forced on our throats, and they're still not over. And you got a guy that got over with a scarf, a clipboard,
Yep. Even
and a
before
pen,
that.
and a pen.
Even before that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you could just get over with that,
Yeah, that's true.
that's just like, what? I got over with a scarf, a clipboard, and a pen. Not his best
Best gimmick, no.
Not his best gimmick, but it still got over. That just tells you that Jericho.
Not his
Just-
best gimmick, but literally the best gimmick of the year.
But
for
he
WWE
made it
that year.
work.
It was the best gimmick of WWE that year.
And speaking of, like, you know, he got over even before that. If you really think about it, in WWE, he got over for one of the biggest, like, he became one of the biggest baby faces for one of the biggest heel acts in basically undermining a female. He talked down to a female, and that's the whole reason that he became over. Talking down to Stephanie McMahon and calling her a bottom-feeding trash bag. Right? That's where it all started. Like,
Would you shut the hell up?
Chris Jericho, like you said, like he is wrestling's Jay-Z. Like he keeps evolving. Like no matter what, and no matter what generation it is, Chris Jericho has an influence on every generation.
How to
of
stay
professional
relevant
wrestling.
101.
While still saying fuck you to Cody Khan.
Yeah.
Yes,
While still
yes.
saying
He
fuck
wants to thank you, Cody.
While still saying
You better
fuck
thank
you to
him,
Cody
Cody.
Khan.
Let's hear from the spotlight and the True
He's
Heels.
the best, so he's literally the best.
Two things from Simon Monk. He's the Madonna of the wrestling world, keeping it fresh, the same as the Jay-Z analogy.
Yes.
And Jamie Tonick says, I bet Vince wishes he'd let him have those NXT guys for his cruise now.
Yep. That's
What happened?
The whole thing, basically, what started with Jericho working with New Japan and working with the All Elite guys is basically he asked Vince McMahon and Triple H if he can use the NXT guys for last year's Cruise of Jericho.
Yeah, and he said no.
And he said no.
And he was going to
because
go
of that-
bankrupt. He said he was going to go bankrupt because of that.
Exactly. And because of that, he reached out to ROH. He reached out to his former friend, Don Callis, and that started the ball rolling for him working with New Japan and now working for AEW. It's all because of Vince's elitist and feeling like he's too good for something, and it all leads back to stuff like that.
And he sold out, and he sold out the cruise.
It's simple. It wasn't his idea.
Yeah.
Right.
It wasn't his idea.
If it's not his
Oh,
idea,
doesn't
he either
that
try
remind
to
you
kill
of
it or
somebody we know?
They either try to kill it or tweak it.
Yeah.
Just
Tweak
saying.
it to make it his own.
And
Yeah.
Simon, and that's a
Just
cool
saying,
ass name,
cool.
Simon Monk, by the way. I love it.
Just remind you of a few people we know, you know.
Of course, always. So what are your thoughts on Jericho coming back to New Japan? Do you think this means that AEW and New Japan are going to work together?
Most likely.
You think so?
Yeah. Why not?
So
You don't think so? I mean,
Well, I mean, we already knew when Jericho signed with
Right.
AEW that he had in his contract that he
can't
can't work
work.
with New Japan.
Right.
So I don't think it's like it means that he's gonna work together. I just feel like
he can go, like he can bounce back and
Why
forth.
not?
Basically.
Why not join forces?
Right.
I mean, honestly, AEW and New Japan working together, I feel like that's the only thing that will really spark that
Spike
light
that
That would be
you're
like
talking about.
KD joining the Warriors to just obliterate everyone.
It really
know,
would. That's the
man.
best analogy for
I
it.
feel like I'm the only one that's against that.
Why?
Like, because like that, I feel
feel like
like
they should be-
doing that will completely kill ROH to me. Because
Always needs to die.
But that's what
It
I mean,
needs to
but
die.
That's what keeps.
Gonna
Yes.
kill it.
But that's
Yes.
no, like, but that's what.
Why?
Like that's what that ROH is like. That alternate that is like you really don't appreciate until that shit is really gone. And I don't want ROH gone. ROH is like that stepchild that you don't pay that much attention to. But when that shit is
But
not
you
around,
still
it's
yeah.
like it's damn like now it's gotta be AEW in New Japan, because if AEW and New Japan has a partnership, they're gonna squash partnerships to ROH.
Of course.
They're gonna
As they
squash
should.
them.
As they
And
should.
that is not good for an entire company, because guess what's gonna happen to most of the ROH squad? They're
Gonna
not
jump
going to have
ship?
jobs.
Or they're gonna.
They're not going to have jobs.
They'll have a
And
job.
then, of course, a few talented ones like the Jay Lethal's going to go to NXT and get killed. The Jeff Cobbs is going to go to NXT and then die on
was going to
SmackDown.
AEW.
And then he's going to go to... Like, I don't... Like, it's just literally not good for the talent of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like, I think that partnership with New Japan is keeping Ring of Honor alive.
Keeping them afloat.
So I like that exclusivity, and I like the fact that it is only Jericho. It is. I like that it's only him.
I can live with that.
That's what I
As
like.
as a wrestling fan, because you don't want to see
big enough.
Yeah.
They're big enough that they don't need the partnership.
I
And the
feel like
build-up is
ROH
big.
is dragging New Japan down, and that ROH needs to get away from that New Japan partnership because it's a crutch. It's a crutch for them, and that's why they are complacent right
I'm
now.
not gonna
and
let-
they
I'm
don't
not gonna let
improve.
one show
They're
shit on.
getting,
I'm not gonna
they're
let one show
getting
do that to me.
worse. They haven't.
So it's
had
like,
shows
so it's just a
since
matter.
then.
So it's just a matter of step their game up or just die.
Yeah, no, not even step their game up or die or try something new. ROH, honestly, in my eyes, they need to form a partnership with Impact. Impact needs exposure.
I ain't agreeing with that.
ROH needs higher quality
I ain't
stories
agree-
and higher quality matches.
I ain't-
That's what Impact has, and ROH has the exposure for Impact. That type of partnership works better
We
for me
knew.
than ROH dragging New Japan down.
But we knew that ROH was gonna go through a severe decline when the entire elite faction left.
We knew the
We
talent
knew
would be
this
the
was
decline.
gonna happen.
We didn't know the creative would be this bad.
But yo, dude, they lost like 65% of their talent. That was what drew us to ROH.
Still be better creative. Impact
Yes,
has less
I
talent
agree.
and they're better creative.
I agree, but dude, like they lost. ROH lost being the elite. They lost having Kenny Omega. They lost the elite brand
You
pretty
got
much.
Jeff Cobb, you got Bandito, you
But-
got
but
Bud Gordon.
how-
You got talent to do
Not-
something with,
not
and you're not
the
doing
elite
anything.
talent.
You're not doing anything with the talent you have. So what does it matter?
Well, we'll have to find out and see.
Wow,
Let's
that's
give
hard.
him the spotlight in the True Hills.
All right, two things. Simon Monk says AEW will cause casualties of its success. ROH, Impact, MLW. And Chris Gutierrez says ROH is that old dying dog that just barks so you can take him out back and put him out of his misery.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Yo, they lost the fucking elite. They lost the elite.
One more. One more from Chris Gutierrez. God damn it, JJ. They still have Marty.
And Marty is left with a bunch of dead friends.
He's got new fans. He got PCO
guys,
and
like,
Brody King,
I'm
and they're not
sorry.
doing anything with them
We
either.
knew ROH was gonna go through a rough patch. I don't care what no one says. We knew this rough patch was coming. We knew it was coming, and you would be dumb to not realize the rough patch was coming. Like, I'm serious. I'm sorry.
There we go.
ROH had to go through this rough patch. They gotta go and figure out who their stars are gonna be, because right now, yo, they lost their draw. They lost their draw. They lost it.
It's only their draw because they depended so much on it.
But we
That's
talked about
that's
this and we
their
knew this
fault.
was happening.
They depended
sucked it
too
out
much
with,
on
tissue.
it. They depended too much
We
on it,
knew this
and
was
their
happening, though.
and their creative has gotten worse since they left. So that's their problem.
It is. It is.
Let's talk about a couple of
Agreed.
other news items before we move on. Kevin Von Erich's sons, Marshall and Ross Von Erich, that were featured on the Dark Side of the Ring, last of the Von Erichs documentary,
Yeah.
they have signed with Major League Pro Wrestling, MLW. So the Von Erichs are returning to wrestling. The sons of Kevin Von Erich are with MLW. Triple H announces NXT 25 for Bridgeport, Connecticut on June 1st. This is going to be the 25th takeover, so NXT TakeOver 25 in Bridgeport, Connecticut on
Wait.
June 1st.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Top two matches for that show is going to be a rematch of the greatest, of what people are calling the greatest match in NXT history, of Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano.
Baby!
For the NXT Championship. And for the NXT Women's Championship, it's going to be Shayna Baszler defending against Io Shirai. So that's going to be big. Did you have to add something?
Sick of. I'm just sick of Shayna Baszler. I'm sorry.
Why are you sick of Shayna Baszler?
She's boring. It's just
How is
over. She's boring.
That is the right hand of our Lord and Savior. You should not disrespect her. She was the first Pope, all that good stuff. And finally,
My whole thing, isn't it too early for another NXT though? I thought the next one would have been like around SummerSlam.
They do it. They're doing it, but bi-monthly now.
Are you okay? Just talking about ROH just got you in so much sorrow and pain.
Yeah, he had to take a break. You
have
know,
to step away from the camera, man.
It's making people sick.
I don't understand what is wrong with y'all. ROH means a lot to us.
It means a lot to me, but it's making me sick. What the state it's
But
in.
we knew this was coming.
Not this bad. No, not Enzo and Cass bad. No.
Oh, God.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
He's letting one show sour his
Not the beautiful people as your main stars.
This all happened on G1.
No.
This all happened on G1.
No.
And I know that we need Bully Rail TV.
No.
I know we need the
And that's why no one's paying attention to the War of the Worlds tour right now.
Damn.
And the
that come under the Briscoe.
And the last bit of news is Angelico has signed with AEW, and not only Angelico, he is being joined by his tag team partner back in Mexico, Jack Evans. So Jack Evans and Angelico will join AEW and join their tag division. So anything else from the spotlight in the True Heels before we get to what we missed?
One more from Chris Gutierrez. He's on the roll. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Shake my head. First 5,000 fans get a free bag of crack.
Oh yeah! Yo, that deserves a Patron margarita. So if you're at Legends, you get a Patron margarita on me for that one.
Wow. Just wow, Chris.
Gets a free bag of crack. Y'all got any more of those matches?
That's what
Isn't that a real small?
That's the only way WWE is gonna get them to enjoy their show. You gotta give 60% of their audience crack.
I love it. We're gonna give them crack.
Apparently, that's what.
Meanwhile, I'm on the TV talking about, y'all got any more of those good storylines?
Because we're itching for it really bad. I'm getting hard about it.
I'm hurting, baby. I'm hurting.
I need a hit.
One more thing. It's the only reason Juggalo Mike is going.
Yeah, that would make sense why Juggalo Mike would be going for that. If we're going for the free bag of crack. And the last bit of news is from ROH from the War of the Worst tour. Last night, Shane Taylor became the new ROH television champion. So congratulations to Shane Taylor.
Black excellence, baby.
She got some points. All right. So
they gonna shit on the champion in 2 weeks.
Of course.
Pretty
we
much.
gotta run through what we've missed. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Dontaku had night 1 and night 2. On night 1, Dragon Lee successfully defended the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Ishimori. After the match, he once again challenged Hiromu Takahashi for when he returns back from injury. He wants to verse his rival for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship when he returns. Also, Evil and Sonata defeated Okada and Ishii.
Wow.
This was a preview of the top 2 matches for the following night for night 2. And then the big one, Taishi defeated Jeff Cobb to become the new Never Openweight champion. So this is Jeff Cobb losing the Never Openweight championship at Wrestling Dontaku, and then he just lost the television championship last night at War of the Worlds. So match of the night, Dragon Lee versus Ishimori. MVP was Dragon Lee. For night 2, we had 2 big matches featuring LIJ versus Chaos. It was Kazuchika Okada defending against Sonata in the main event. As we said before, Chris Jericho challenged him for Dominion after the match. Then Ishii defeated Evil in a barn burner, the best match of either show in my opinion. This was a hard-hitting match from start to finish. This sets up Ishii to go against Taishi at Dominion for the Never Openweight Championship. And then last but certainly not least, Ibushi and Naito 3 will happen at Dominion. It was made official at Wrestling Dontaku. Night 2, Ibushi and Naito 3 at Dominion for the Intercontinental Championship. Match of the night, Evil versus Sonata, MVP Ishii. Anything from you guys from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestling Dontaku?
I can't wait for Dominion.
I'm just going to say that page is soaking wet.
I can't.
Something like that.
That shit is from all of y'all ROH tears, man.
My God.
That shit is from ROH tears.
Get your umbrellas out.
I can't wait. Oh my God. Like, but stuff like this is why New Japan. Well, I don't think they need the AEW collaboration. Is that they are so fucking good.
They're good by itself.
They're so good, and why can't we have two great brands to just shit all over WWE? And I just think that this Dominion card is already stacked, and it is not even fully started yet.
Just the top 3 matches alone
And
got me very, very excited for Dominion, and Wrestling Dontaku, definitely 2 quality shows for sure. Anything from the Spotlight and the True Hills before we get into what we got next. What we got next also has a lot to do with Dominion, because coming up next week, we got the start of one of New Japan's premier tournaments. It's the New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of Super Juniors 2019. These are all of the best Super Juniors from throughout the world, not just in New Japan. So we got guys from the UK, guys from New Zealand. This is some of the best talent out there under 205, or I think it's like 210, 215.
It's like they're 205 live almost.
Except they actually care.
Right.
And they actually have great matches that people watch.
Yeah.
Instead of 205 Live where they have great matches
and nobody watching.
Exactly.
There's like 6 people in 205, right?
I think so, because they put all the good people on Raw and SmackDown, right?
Yeah. I'm glad they stopped with the ring changes, the ring rope changes.
Please.
But how many times have you seen Buddy Murphy?
And Cedric. Buddy Murphy is going to be debuting on SmackDown this coming week. So maybe we can talk about it on the next True Hill.
Everybody's
I've seen Ali, who was Mustafa, a.k.a. Mustafa Ali. I've seen him a bunch of times.
I'm going to get my pillow ready if we talk about
Why did they diss the Mustafa? Too Muslim. You have to get rid of the Mustafa.
Absolutely. That's pretty much what I thought.
Keep it Ali. People like Muhammad Ali.
But it's Ramadan. Why would you do that? It's
got rid of
stupid.
CN Almas. That shit was too Spanish.
Pretty much.
It's too long.
Too
ethnic. Too long. It wasn't too Spanish.
Too much ethnicities going on.
I'm surprised Kofi Kingston is still Kofi Kingston and not Kingston.
Kofi.
Or KK.
Kofi.
If he had one more K.
So kicking off on May 13th, it's the biggest field in New Japan Best of Super Juniors history. In Block A is Taka Michinoku, who's making his 7th appearance, first appearance in 2 years. Yes, Taka from the famous WWF light heavyweight division.
With the Michinoku driver.
The first ever light heavyweight champion in WWE.
What the fuck is a light heavyweight champion?
It was WWE's answer to the great cruiserweight matches on WWE.
Yeah, I know. It's just a stupid belt.
They had to make
Dean Malenko had that belt too, right?
Yes.
The light heavyweight.
I mean, Matt Hardy had it too.
Hey, and Gilbert. We were talking about him earlier.
Matt Hardy was like 220 and he had the belt, but
Titan from Mexico. He's making his 2nd appearance, first time in 6 years. We got Kanemaru from Suzuki Gun. He's making his 3rd appearance, 3rd consecutive year. Marty Scurll, the villain, is making his 3rd consecutive new Best of Super Juniors appearance. Jonathan Grisham is making his 1st appearance from ROH. Nice. So some ROH love for top guy JJ. Sho from Roppongi 3K is making his 2nd consecutive year. Shingo Takashi, who is pound for pound one of the most underrated wrestlers in New Japan. He's making his 1st appearance. Dragon Lee, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He's making his 3rd consecutive appearance. Taiji Ishimori is making his 3rd appearance, 2nd consecutive. And Tiger Mask, the 2004-2005 winner of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, is making his 18th consecutive year in the tournament. So, Block A, who do you see coming out of Block A for the Best of the Super Juniors? It's a lot of talent.
Well, there you go.
It's a lot of talent in there. I feel like Dragon Lee.
I was gonna say Jack.
I'm gonna say Dragon Lee comes out of Block A. I feel like this is one of the years that feels like it's a very great opportunity for the champion to actually win the tournament, especially with his storyline with challenging Hiromu Takahashi.
We're itching for storylines right now.
Hiromu, it can't be in the tournament, so it only makes sense to me for Dragon Lee to win the tournament and then challenge.
We need a hit.
For the love of God, can Marty win something? Can he win something besides the 6-man championships?
He got a title.
Like, can he win something?
He's
not
even
win the tournament. Can you just win Block A?
So he
doesn't even want you to win the whole thing, Marty.
Just win Block. Nigga, just make the finals.
I don't know.
That's all I want.
Who's Block B?
Just a win.
Just make it.
Just a little.
Be the Cleveland Cavaliers and know you're coming out the East, but you ain't winning the chip. Just get there.
But they didn't even get there.
I mean, I'm talking about last year.
Oh, okay.
Hey, teach yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
In Block B, we got Robbie Eagles, who's debuting in the Best of the Super Juniors. We got Flip Gordon, who's making his second consecutive appearance. We got El Desperado, who's making his fourth appearance, third consecutive. Bandito from Mexico and from ROH, he's making his debut appearance. El Fantasmo from the UK, he's making his debut appearance. Will Ospreay, the 2016 winner, is making his fourth consecutive year. Bushi making his seventh appearance and four consecutive. Taguchi, who was the 2012 winner, is making his 16th appearance, 14 consecutive. Yo from Roppongi 3K making his second appearance. And Rocky Romero making his seventh appearance, first time in 3 years. Who do you see coming out of Block B?
Ospreay, damn it.
I'm with you on that one. I want to see Ospreay come out of Block B. Ospreay has been, in my opinion, the 2019 Wrestler of the Year. He's been on more great matches than anyone else in New Japan, in Mexico, in the UK, in New Zealand. It doesn't matter where Will Ospreay is at. He's having great matches somewhere. So,
yeah.
I feel like he should win.
You book him, he's going to tear the house down. He could be in Wichita, Kansas, where Thunder used to be every week.
Honestly, Will Ospreay.
Business is about to pick up.
Will Ospreay might be like arguably the best wrestler in the world right now.
Yeah, and he should stay away from WWE.
Yes, please.
Unless he wants a WrestleMania moment, sign a 1 year deal, and then get the fuck out.
No.
Not even a 1 year deal, get the fuck out?
Not even a one night contract. No.
They don't even do that for them.
But I'm being very biased. I don't care if I'm being wrong with this. Give me the points. I want Bandito coming out of Block B.
Okay.
Bandito. What you got, Krissy?
But it's gotta be Ospreay.
He's like, on second thought,
He just built that shit up and then it's like, it gotta be Ospreay.
He went back on it already.
Between Bandito and Ospreay, but most likely Ospreay.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we got Ospreay all across the board, and like I said before, I'm calling for Dragon Lee, the champion, to be the first champion, I think, in like 6-7 years to win the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. So I feel like Dragon Lee will defeat Will Ospreay in the tournament final.
Do you know how awesome that match is gonna be?
Sorry.
It's this leg. That's the bad leg. You can kick the shit out of this.
Year caliber shit right there.
I think we've seen it live. Manhattan Mayhem 2017 was Dragon Lee versus Will Ospreay.
But you know, shit is on a different level when you're on when you're bigger and better.
When you're in New Japan and it's the finals of any tournament, it's gonna be a great match.
Level.
Let's hear from the Spotlight in the True Hills.
Chris Gutierrez says no company will commit to Marty because they know he's AEW bound.
Absolutely.
And Jason Michael Campbell says, speaking of Buddy Murphy, I'm just glad Alexa Bliss is available now.
Oh yes, the news that just came out that Alexa and Buddy Murphy was split off back in September of last year.
I don't want to hear.
Who are you, Mike Tenay?
Yo, I don't want to hear no no comments about any shit like that unless you literally screenshot in the True Heels page. You sent her a DM. Like if you ain't shoot your shot in the DM, don't talk no shit.
But what if she didn't even see it?
I don't give a fuck if she didn't see it. Shoot your
shot. Alright, I'm shooting my shot right the fuck now.
Live on air. He's gonna shoot his shot.
Becky 2 belts.
And let me know that you holler that biscuit butt.
Heard you had trouble. Heard you had trouble getting in the ring with them 2 belts.
He's gonna hit up Rebecca Quinn. You're gonna get in trouble with Kofi Lopez.
I want to see somebody shooting at Alexa Bliss. That's all I want.
He wants to shoot his shot.
I want to see the shots being shot
with Lexi Kaufman. Yes, Lexi Kaufman.
I don't even know her fucking Instagram.
I think it's Lexi Kaufman.
It's Alexa.
Really?
WWE.
Oh, it's Alexa.
I don't even have service. Why am I roaming?
That's the same shit as like Sasha.
Goddamn! How you don't have the Wi-Fi? Crank it up.
All right, so next up, this is coming up actually this weekend. We got the ROH World of Wars 2019 Chicago show. This is the final show of the World of Wars tour. Like I said before, they had World of Wars last night as well as in Buffalo earlier this week. Shouts out to Jessica V, who was live there, I believe, in Buffalo for their great show out there. G.O.D. versus Jonathan Grisham and Jay Lethal was the main event. She said that was a really good matchup. So coming up in Chicago is the final night for War of the Worlds.
Wait, you tweeting Alexa or Becky?
I think we
Oh,
got.
I'm tweeting the wrong person. I'm texting the wrong person.
Glenn and JJ in a race to tweet Alexa Bliss.
No, I'm actually DMing Becky Lynch.
Oh, you're DMing Becky Lynch.
Hey girl, heard you. Hey girl,
DMing Alexa.
heard you had trouble getting in the ring with those two belts. How can I assist?
Why,
Fuck it, I'll send it. I don't give a shit.
He pressed the send button.
Oh, and I press the send button too. When are you guys coming back to New York? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Fuck this shit.
Yo,
shot,
I would die. Yo, I would die if she saw that shit.
So if she tells
And
me
then
the date,
screenshotted that shit. She can diss me. I don't give a fuck. She's good at that. But just to show my...
So you told her I heard you had
yo, you shot your shot?
Yeah, I'm just
Yo,
bullshit.
you know what I mean? Yo, you gotta throw it up, son. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Heard you had trouble.
Shoot him, step it up, so shoot your shot.
Show the folks at home.
Yo, shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Shoot your shot, yo. Shoot your shot, yo. I don't give a fuck if you miss. Shoot your shot, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into the O2 Arena at Raw this Monday.
This is usually the point of the show.
Oh, man.
I'm about to say, yeah, I think it's already off the rails.
It's been
right
on time.
Yo,
Right on
we
time.
all know that Krissy is dying right now to shoot that DM in the Seth Rollins box.
What?
She's happily married, sir.
Who's happily married?
Yo,
This
this
young lady.
fun. Like, here you go with the serious shit.
Well, first of all, not Seth Rollins. No, absolutely. not.
So who is it?
It would be Ricochet.
There we
Oh,
go.
black excellence.
There we go.
Keeping the black excellence.
Yeah, I saw him at...
She's very upset.
I met him at Wally Mania. He was holding somebody's hand.
Casey Canada? Casazario?
I mean,
I don't
whatever.
fucking know.
The American Ninja chick. I don't know.
I don't give a shit about her.
Casey.
She's like, what she got to do with me?
So yes, one final event.
She's like, sorry, baby.
Before we close off THH 34, we got War of the Worlds
Not
in
35?
Chicago.
Not
The main event of the
Not
evening
35?
is going to be for the ROH World Tag Team Championships.
My bad.
It's going to be the GOD, the Gorillas of Destiny, defending against the Briscoes. Who you got in this one, Top Guy JJ?
Yo, oh my God, that
I know who I got.
promo that the Briscoes cut.
Who got the Briscoes on 18?
Love that shit, man.
Oh, we just skipped.
I
You guys
fucking
covered that
loved
already?
it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and this is is that the War of the Worlds tour or is it like their pay-per-view?
These are all on Honor Club.
Honor Club, yeah, whatever. So the GOD's winning.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Who you got? Krissy Love.
Briscoes.
Got the Briscoes regaining, becoming 11-time tag team champions. Who you got?
I'm going to go with G.O.D.
It's going with G.O.D. And I'm going to agree with Krissy Love. I think the Briscoes regain the ROH Tag Team Championships in Chicago. We got NWA Women's Championship is going to be on the line. Is Sienna, a.k.a. Allison Kay. She's going to be defending against Marty Bell, a good friend of our producer here. So who you got?
Oh, I know Marty Bell.
You know Marty Bell too?
Yeah, her nickname was Twiggy. She lived she lived uptown. Yeah, I remember well, I'm not going to spell out her business, but she's cool.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
She's cool people. She's cool people.
So I guess you're going for her?
No. No, I'll go for her, yeah.
Alright, he's going for Marty Bell. Who you got, JJ?
Unfortunately, I gotta agree with the guest, man.
That agree? Going for Marty. I'm gonna disagree with him. You know, I'm used to disagreeing with Top Guy
All the
JJ.
time.
You're just along for the ride. I'm gonna go with Sienna, aka Allison Kay, since she just won the NWA Women's Championship. So I think she successfully defends here. Who you got, Krissy?
Sienna.
Too sweet. See, we're agreeing a lot here. See,
Which is very rare.
Very rare moment.
So after we open the show with you rocking a Ronda shirt, now you want
First of all.
Shots fired. You have any sound effects?
I know. Like
You can't.
He always wants to bring her
So
back
you want
down.
to Photoshop shit, but we can't sound shop. Can't sound shop that.
I told you that shit is not real. I don't have that.
What happen was
It's real in my heart. and it's real in there.
It's not in their heart. They don't give a shit about
I
that.
really
No.
thought we were mad cool.
We are cool. We've always been cool.
So, we supposed to ride or die to piss this jerk off.
Right. However,
Wait, what?
right
They
now,
agrees with this? What the hell?
this
You
is
see,
what
if
I'm
it wasn't
thinking right
for you,
now.
I would
My
be-
God, it's the heel
what you
turn.
are.
Exactly. Always
Only
on
thing
me.
missing is a chair shot.
Always on me.
You still cool. You still.
Next, we got Evil and Sonata. They're going to be versing Kojima and Nagata. This is going to be a tag team match featuring all New Japan stars. I'm going to go for Evil and Sonata in this one. Who you got, Glenn Floor?
Floored.
Four.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I
Wow.
fumbled on my words. He keeps calling me out on everything.
Who was it?
That was just as bad as Cold Stone. I got Evil and Sonata.
I was going to say, go for the one you can pronounce.
I can pronounce Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata still wrestling?
Absolutely,
Goddamn.
exactly.
Oh,
Yuji
you know
Nagata
what
in his
happened?
early 50s.
You know what happened? The watermelon has got the SP. Next thing you know, he's gonna call you Greg.
Come on, Craig.
You wish.
It's Friday.
Who you got, Krissy Love?
The one I can't pronounce.
You got Nagata and Kojima?
Yep.
There you go. Who you got?
Satoshi.
Who you got, JJ?
I'm going Evil and Sonata.
Going Evil and Sonata. I agree as well. And the last two matches, we got NWA National Championship on the line. The new champion,
Really good.
Colt Cabana.
In his studio,
Oh yeah.
apartment.
Oh yeah. Versus James, my boy, the cowboy, James Storm. Yes, and since he's my boy, I gotta go for the cowboy, James Storm. Shouts out to James. You know who your New York connect is. Yes. Let's. Who you got in this one, guys?
Oh, goddamn. I got Colt Cabana. Hell yeah.
Cabana. Who you got, Krissy Love?
Cabana.
Cabana.
So I don't think I could ever pick Colt Cabana in any match.
Damn.
Wow.
We're going with James Storm.
There you go.
Okay.
Absolutely. Stay in line. And then finally, the main event is going to be the former ROH TV champion, Jeff Cobb. He's going to be versing Rush versus Jay Lethal versus PCO. Who you got? 4-quarter survival. Who you got in this one?
Jay Lethal.
Brother.
Jay Lethal?
Brother. I'm going with Jay Lethal, brother.
Yeah. I think Jay needs to have a bounce back win here, but I'm going to go with Rush.
I hate this fucker. You just took my pick. Now you finally said his name right. I'm definitely picking
So he's gonna-
Roosh.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe
Definitely picking Roosh.
I thought he
on
was
this
gonna.
one.
I thought maybe he jinxed your pick and you wouldn't pick him, but
Nah, man. Like that was my gut pick from the minute this match was announced. Like I love Jay Lethal, man. Jay Lethal's my guy, man. Like that's my dude.
but
Roosh
But he
is
need
a
this.
bad motherfucker. Did
Shut
you
your
see
mouth,
what-
Chef.
Did
Coming
you see
out.
what he did to fucking Dalton Castle?
I did not.
In
Oh
seconds.
my god!
In seconds.
It won't take long. You can watch it. It won't take long.
Yes. You,
So if I run to go get a sandwich, it's over.
Absolutely.
Listen,
You're right.
literally the amount of time it took you to cry out them ROH tears, you would have seen that whole segment.
Absolutely. Pretty much would have seen everything. Let's hear from the Spotlight and the True Heels before we wrap everything up.
Brandon Thomas wants to know, how can I get on the show?
You
gotta join the Kiss My Ass Club.
damn it!
Damn it!
And it damn sure wouldn't be Krissy's.
If you were watching on Facebook Live via the Spotlight or via the True Heels group page, become a subscriber for our YouTube channel. Become a subscriber for our iTunes.
Hell, and you gotta bring a 6-pack of beer. What? And you gotta bring shots. What? Whiskey. What? Bourbon. What? Tequila. What? Budweisers. What? Heineken's. What? Modelo's. What? Stellas. What? And everything under the sun.
What?
Now give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Well, there you go.
All of that you gotta do before you can be on True Hill.
Oh, me, it's at Legends.
No, but yes, come to Legends. We have our first ever viewing party on May 25th in New York City, the Midtown area at the Legends Bar. The host of True Hill Heat.
That was fucking awesome, by the way.
We're gonna be there live for AEW Double or Nothing.
Are we gonna be live? We're gonna.
And you also gotta bring women in there and coke, and you gotta bring all the stuff. Woo! You gotta bring all the party favors, brother. Woo! And that's how you get to be on the show. Woo! Woo!
And come to our Legends viewing party, May 25th.
fuck is
AEW, Double or Nothing. Come live and hang out with the True Hills and the host of True Hill Heat. Glenn Ford, I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Check out our YouTube channel. We got a very special interview with Glenn Ford where we get to know him a little bit more. But please tell our live viewers where they can find you on social media and, of course, about your upcoming film, The Fix.
You can find me at Glenn Ford Vision. That's Glenn with 2 N's. Ford Vision.
What happens if they say it with one?
They can go fuck themselves.
Say it louder.
You can go fuck yourself.
With your chest!
You messed him up.
I'ma stomp a mud hole in your ass, walk it dry.
Oh, hell yeah!
That's Glenn with 2 N's. Ford Vision. In this business, you gotta say with authority, or you get the hell out. Or you can marry the boss's daughter so you can be 13-time champion.
Yeah.
Glenn Ford Vision on Instagram. You can find me at IMDb. Glenn Robert Ford. The Fix will be out in 2020. It raises alcohol abuse and substance abuse awareness. You can find out more info on my Instagram page. And all the archival footage of Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Rock the Promo contest on my IG. Or you can go on youtube.com/The Rock. Rock the Promo episodes 3 through 6. No, episodes 3 and 6 through 10.
Boom. So that's where you can find our boy right here, Glenn Ford.
And not for nothing, guys. Those clips from that film that I saw looks incredible, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It really looks like some real gripping story, man. Like I did see I saw a lot of pictures from it. I can't wait to see it.
Appreciate that. Much appreciated. Thank you.
We definitely gonna support it. And definitely support Glenn Ford on all those social media platforms and check out The Fix next year in 2020. Krissy Love, JJ, tell them where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Twitter at The Sensation Miss Krissy Love, or IG as well as Miss Krissy Love or Krissy Love _, and on Facebook, Krissy Love or Crystal Lunch. See you there.
And I'm just True Hill _ Top Guy JJ. I ain't got no movie coming out, but you can sure tag me in some of our bars that we be spitting. But I appreciate the love that you guys have been sending us, man. It's been really, really cool to constantly keep doing these episodes, and then we get to have a lot of fun here, man.
Yes, and apparently because of Future GOAT, Top Guy JJ's DMs are open. So please contact him for anything he said on past True Hill Heat.
And you might make the next episode of True Hill Heat.
How many subscribers we have right now?
Oh, we are up to almost 250, so we are trying to get to 300.
Come on, people, let's go.
Our first ever viewing party.
Let's go.
So
we got 2 weeks.
We got people watching on our Facebook Live. We need to transition you over to our YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube channel. Become a subscriber today for True Hill Heat.
Please.
You can check out our exclusive interview with Glenn Ford. All our exclusive interviews from the Bullet Club Block Party with Bad Boy Tamatanga, the Underboss Bad Luck Fale, as well as the interview queen Alicia Atout. Check us out on Facebook. The True Hills group page is almost at 4,000 followers. So we want to get that up.
Nice.
So we need y'all to go to YouTube.
Our True Hill Heat podcast page has just increased over 1,500. So thank you so much for your support on there. So we definitely love all you guys on there. And of course, support the Pro Wrestling Spotlight and Battle Club Pro, our sponsors out here in the New York City area for the _1 promotion, independent promotion
Joe
in New
Kim,
York
what
City.
up?
Shouts out to Joe Kim. Check us out on the Twitter machine, True Hill Heat. You can check me out on IG, True Hill _Epic SP3. So until the next True Hill Heat 35 for True Hill Heat 34, I'm SP3. This was Glenn Ford, Krissy Love, and Top Guy JJ signing off.